Starting study clubs is all about understanding, well, where do you begin, isn't it? I think the best place to begin is by doing a study group. First, understanding where do I get the study club members from? There are various routes here. The first one is that the Dentinal Tubules website has the study club page, and when somebody does sign up, we encourage them. In fact, I think they can't move on the website until they sign up to their local study club. We will regularly promote and push people towards joining study clubs because it's important. The second part is to create a local WhatsApp group and really tell people this is the study club WhatsApp group, so join into that. The third part is word of mouth. As leaders, you could go and speak to people in the local area. Some dentists have done that historically. And the fourth is to use the network. Go to other study club directors and say, spread the word that there's a study club here now. And that cross network is very, very powerful because people are always talking to their friends and going, oh, are you based in X area? There's a study club there. You should join the Tubule study club. Give me your number. I'll tell the director to add you on. Using all these methods helps you get the study club running. And we don't want big study clubs. You get 7 or 8 people in your group. That's a big enough one to get going. There are certain study groups that have run with 4 and 5 people consistently over the years, and it's a good way to go. Once you've got some critical number, a small critical number, get going. Set up a study group evening. And the first thing you want to think about is, what topic should we do? Now, firstly, ask the members on the WhatsApp groups, what topics would you like? And it's always a good way to go. The second thing is that, like here, we created some themes for you for the study clubs. And the themes really tell you about October to February, from the lab, from the mouth, which is clinical, and from the heart, which is something non-clinical, which is personal development. If you spread October to February over those 3 themes and create some topics, that would be useful. The second thing is to keep this in mind. You will all have your own study club page. And if you have collected some study club members, you can go to this area, this manage area, and you will see all of these things here. But you can look at things like member goal reports. And you'll get a full report of your members and what learning goals they have and the target and what they've done and the progress, which is very useful. You could in the same way go to manage, look at their activities. This tells you collatedly what learning goals, questions, activities they've completed or enrolled upon. This gives you the data you can do in order to be able to get a very good idea of what learning people do and what learning they want. When you then look at the 3 themes from the lab, from the mouth, from the heart, and you look at the topics people want, you can start marrying things up. You can ask your WhatsApp groups if you have one, your local groups. If you don't, create one and start forming it. All that put together starts giving you an idea of the kind of topics that you can put together to get your study club going perfectly well. Not only the topics, that's important, and I say you've looked at that. It's about how do you decide to deliver the study club activity. You've got to create an experience for the study club members. You want them to come back. So you've got to create that warm feeling. And we've done it at small scales at Tubules. We've done it at large scale at the Congress. So you know what I mean by that feeling if you've attended it. If not, ask somebody. It's very hard. But it could be that your activity is to invite an external speaker who comes and talks about things. And again, for speakers, do be in touch because we have a database of people, but if you know what topic you want. Alternatively, you could actually say, I'm not going to get a speaker, but I can use Tubules videos. However, it's not just about sitting and watching a video. It is about you using that video almost like a point with which to trigger discussions, communication, interactions in the study club. Remember, the whole aim of a study club is groups of members helping and supporting each other. You want to create a trusted environment. If you simply press play on a video and sit there, it makes no sense. It's better to say, we are going to discuss this topic, endodontics and calamities, and we will use this video as a guide to help us signpost what sort of things we should be aware about. In fact, you do that and you might realize you have some blind spots that then makes you think maybe next time we can get a speaker. So it's really good. The third thing you can do is invite a member, Tubules member, to do a presentation. It doesn't have to be a top-notch presentation. A member of your study club tells you how the tubules growth pathway, remember that Saltaris pathway, has helped them. What was it that they wanted to improve upon? How did they identify their blind spots? What courses did they go on? How did they improve, and what's the end goal? Because that shows a tubules member's growth. And initially it might be a bit challenged because people are not confident coming up, but as things move up, as they become more confident and comfortable with the group, they may be interested in actually presenting cases. And as you get certain members presenting more cases, would it not be nice for you to be able to see the really good people who may end up becoming part of the larger tubules platform? And the fourth thing you can do as an activity is a mini hands-on. Sometimes some sponsor companies will allow that. Sometimes you contact us and we have mini kits that you can use for your study club. Sometimes they have to be paid for, but they may be available. So all of that helps you decide, one, what topic to use for the study club, and number two, helps you decide how you're going to deliver that topic, what method you're going to use. So we've talked about what topic, we've talked about how. Now we talk about where. Well, there may be various places depending on the size of your group. Some of you may have your dental practice and you do it in the waiting room. Some of you may hire a venue out to do this. You decide what you feel is the best. At the moment, Dentinal Tubules has a budget available for hiring of venue and for catering costs. Once you've decided where, the fourth thing to decide is when, date and time, so that you can tell people what date and time it's going to be on, right? So deciding that is very, very important. What else is important? What food are you going to do for people? You know, what elements of dietary are you going to supply? Are you going to get something from the local kebab shop? Are you going to order pizzas in? Are you going to set out a nice buffet for people? I guess it depends on the size of your group. The bigger the group, the more you can do for them, because ultimately there's more available in terms of resources. In terms of budget, we have a fixed budget at the moment for every study club, but going ahead, we will review how study clubs are performing and then alter the budgets accordingly. But that becomes your pre-planning decision making. Once you've done that, then we will show you how you can actually proceed forward to make the marketing material, to book the venues, and to be able to create that event on the Dentinal Tubules website. But this is your initial thought process to get a study club going. And the more and more you do of this, it'll just become automatic. You'll be doing this all the time. I hope this video has been useful for you to think about how and where to start the study clubs and what topics to choose and how to deliver those topics. If you do have any questions, you can always get in touch with us. Thank you.